crafty friends and creatives from around the globe. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. DJ here. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today in the studio. All right, this is going to be just a scrappy make video. So I have a ton of scraps that I want to use up. I won't use up even a portion of them in the limited time of a video. But so I'll just make this a regular bit. So all I'm going to do is I am going to take my scraps and take some stuff on my desk. There's no limits to what I can use, really. It's just the time constraint. So I have all these bits. I have a problem with scraps. I'm sure if you papercraft, you know what I'm talking about. Some of these I understand. Some of these, like, really? What is this? What am I going to do with this? Okay. I think sometimes it's just I'm lazy and I don't know. I just throw it all in here. So anyway, I have neutral scraps in this bin, and I have mostly colored scraps in this bin. There might be some neutral bits that got mixed in. Again, just throwing stuff off the desk to clean it up. But anyway, so these are the bins we're going to use. I think I'll start with neutral because, I don't know, because I have to pick one. And I took out some bits of ephemera that are, I didn't want to dig through my ephemera books while I was doing the video. So I just pulled out kind of a bunch of little pieces that I thought I might use, some little stamps, some words. I have some numbers and other words over here. So some stamps. What else? And, you know, just my normal supplies, my glue, my ink and that. So all I'm going to do is just grab some scraps and we'll start making. I might sew some, I might glue some, it doesn't matter. I have this, I have this, I have this and this, and I have this. All right, let's see. Let's see how many we can make. I don't know. I find that sometimes using scraps is just a lot of fun because you don't, you know, you can kind of make them fit wherever you need to fit, right? And I kind of like that. So let's see, I think this is from Tracy Fox, if I recall, one of her digitals, and I glued it together and then I realized, well, that's gonna look weird. So I just, I don't know what I was thinking when I did this, but in any event, that's what we have. So look at me creating more scraps. That's all right. We'll move along. Let's see. What can this be? This can be a pocket, I think. It's a good size for a pocket. And we might want to just... Where am I going to put you? Okay, I'm going to put you there for now. You can be a pocket with a thingy here, like so. Yep. And I'm probably going to want to sew something on this, maybe this side. So, oh, I don't want to cover that up. Maybe on the bottom. I could do something like that and then use this piece of scrap. So, like that. Maybe we'll take a little more off of here. I don't like when I tear paper and it gives me those peaks everywhere. It just kind of drives me nuts that it's like peak. So I end up re-tearing everything. All right, so that's that, right? We're going to do that, and I'm going to use some ink so that that edge will stand out. All right, so there's going to be a lot of inking in this video. But I'm going to limit it to about 30 to 40 minutes. We'll see where it goes. I might edit some bits out like that. Let me ink around this. If you don't like inking and this isn't your thing, you might want to check another video. But I'm going to see how many pieces we can get done in this time period. And yeah, you can kind of speed ahead. You can come back to it later. No pressure. You won't really miss much if you miss a couple of minutes of it. So that's that, and that is that, and then we glue and glue and glue. So let's see, where do we glue? we glue up the top. Well, let's see. Let me see if I can cut this before I glue it, because that might be a little easier in this case. Because I end up gluing and then I'm sticking everything to the table, and that's never fun. And you can see, if you can see on my mat, there is glue everywhere. But this is where I craft, so oh, more scraps. Yay. Okay, so that'll go there. And then I think I'll do the edges. So let me cut those, and then I'll know exactly where I'm putting glue. Now I can cut this after I glue it, yes, but then I end up putting glue everywhere. So, all right, how's everyone doing today? Is everyone having a good week? I hope. Looks like spring's finally on its way here in the Northeast, in New York. We had a really nice day last Friday. And then it got a little chillier. We got some rain over the weekend. It's sunny today, but it is chilly. So, but that's spring, right? Spring's a little chilly. I wish it were 70, but it's more like 40 to 50. But I'll take it. It's not 30 and it's not snowing. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a good weather forecast. So what's the weather like where you are? Let me know. Let me know what you're experiencing where you are. All right, so we're going to stick this here like so. I like that. It's kind of cool. Now I have these scraps, so let's see. I could put this in here like that and then put a word on there. That'll work, right? Why not? Let's do that, and then I can cut off the edge. So let's ink. Let's ink. Tell me what you're making in your scrap room. That's what I'm in. I'm in my scrap room. Tell me what you're making over there. Or what do you like to make? Are you new to paper crafting, junk journaling, etc.? Or are you old hat? Let me know what you're making in your craft room. Well, if I go this way, I might have a little more room. Nope, I don't like it that way. I like it this way. I don't want to go all the way in, so I'm going to go right to there. And there is some darker color here, so I am going to take some of my black and just maybe make this just a bit darker, which is hard to do on a very thin piece of paper, but yep, we're going to do it. Yeah, so I have been paper crafting since I think I could hold a piece of paper. But junk journaling, I've been doing for about 2 years. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh man, I was down the rabbit hole and there's been no looking back. And now that's what I do. Although, you know, I do other stuff. I've recently started doing a lot of Happy Mail folders, which are so much fun because I get to send them out and surprise people with pen pal letters. And that's always fun. I'm part of a couple of groups, and then I have personal pen pals and, you know, Happy Mail swappers that I send to. If you're interested in getting any Happy Mail from me, if you go to the link in my bio on Facebook or Instagram, there are, and I'll put the link below too, there's a little application on there where you can actually sign up to be my pen pal. And, you know, I don't care where you are in the world. I know it's a little more expensive to send overseas. So I kind of limit those to, you know, just, you know, letters. But I tend to send folders and other Happy Mail out to people who are here in the States. Sorry, people overseas, it's just really expensive. Like to send a box, it's almost $30 US. So that's a lot for me. But, you know, letters are a little less expensive. So, okay. Yeah, so if you fill out that form with your info, then I can have you and we can swap. If, you know, I kind of pick at random. And send some out when I can. So it's not really scheduled or anything. But if you want to get on the list, you can go ahead and look for that. It just says apply or something to be a pen pal or happy mail. I forget what I wrote. I'm not looking at it. All right, so I'm going to use this little tag, and I thought that would look cool there, or it's like a little number. I believe, and I know, I don't believe, I know, this is from my one set of numbers and words from my shop. I always use the numbers 3, 6, and 9. It's one of my favorite combos. And I believe there's a lot of mystery and good stuff there. So that's why I use it. All right, so that's going to go there. I like that. What do you think? I like it. I like it. Oh, let's see. It go better. Ooh, no, I like it down there because there's this writing here, which, by the way, is on the printable. I didn't put that there. Somebody else did. All right, so our number is going here. And then I'm going to put it in a pile for sewing, and I'll do all the sewing at the end because I do want to sew on this one. Black thread, I think, would look cool, and that is a cool pocket. All right, so why don't we make a tag for our pocket since we have it? Let me see if I have a sturdier piece of paper in here to build on. I do. I have this. Okay, I'm not going to use that side, so I can cover this side with some book page. And, oh, no. Yes. No. This side I want to cover with something I can journal on. Like this. So what size do we want to make this tag? It fits in this pocket fine. What is that? I think that is a pencil mark. So let me get rid of that. I kind of like this torn bottom. So I might keep that. Let's see how it all works out. Actually, I don't know that I can keep that because I'm going to be gluing something on the bottom of it. But you can cut it like that and then use this piece on something else. Even maybe on this once we get it covered. All right, so that's that. I'm going to cover the back with this. And I'm going to sew so it matches the pocket. So I'm just going to use my Oohoo stick here to get this attached down. Oh, yes, I did. All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I put the glue on the wrong side. Yes, I did. I did. Of course, not paying attention, talking, chatting. It's always the way. All right, that's okay. We'll cover this side. It doesn't matter. I was going to cover both sides anyway, so it's all good. That's a story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so that'll be that side, and we'll cut off the excess, like so. And then I'll do something on the other side with those other scraps. And then look, I'm making more scraps. Yay! It's never ending, right? It's never ending. The one save all I have is that I make handmade paper with my scraps. So even if it gets out of hand, I just dump them all in the blender with some water and blend them up. And then I use my paper making decal and frame to make paper. And I'm gonna make some seed paper soon. So let me know if you'd like to see that in the shop, though I think there's certain rules with sending seeds and stuff, so okay, so that's that side. Now let's do this side. That kind of goes. So we're gonna use this. I'm gonna go this way. All right, so let's see. I can take off most of this. Here's my ruler. go to like, let's see where that gets us, like so. Yep, and then I can cut off that little edge there. Actually, let's do that. I'll just cut it. So I'm going to do that. And then this is going to be under it. So do I want it under it like that? Or do I want this on that? I think I want it like this. Like so. I don't want the bottom. And we don't need this part. More scraps. All right. So you're going to go about there. And actually, I'm going to sew so I can put this down with ooh. So now we're gluing the right side. All right, so if you don't want to watch me glue, you can just speed up. I know y'all like to da-da-da. So feel free. I won't mind at all. All right, so you're going there. And then since you're going over here, go like this, like that. Okay, good. I think that's very sticky. Okay, all right, so you can go down here. There's lots of glue on there, but that's okay. It's okay. That's my drying method. Run my fingers over it. Oops, you're a little off, aren't you? Cattywampus. We don't want it cattywampus. So let's do that. Okay. So that's that. Whoops. All right, we'll pick you up in a minute. Oh, look what I did. Look at that. Where was there ink? There must have been ink on here. Oh, well, whatever. It's more distressed now. Anyways, happy little accidents, as Bob Ross used to say, make everything better. No mistakes, happy little accidents. Best quote ever. Okay, so you can stay here. You have to go now because there is no way I'm saving you. All right, so we have that, like so. These all look crooked. This can't cut straight, that's why. That's all right, let's even that up. Let's even it up a little. Let's see, where are we uneven? No, quite. Okay, let's just make this a little more even, so that I'm not freaking out. See how it's just slightly off? That's all right. Okay, much better, much better. All right, I like that. All right, so I brought out, let's see, we have these. What goes with these? Doesn't really matter, does it? Nope, doesn't. Oh, maybe it's number 1, since I have a number on there. Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right, so this is going to be a tag, I said. So let's make it a tag. And if you haven't seen this before, maybe you have, I don't know. I was testing this, that's why that's in the middle, just ignore that. Just a piece of paper, and I've cut out different tag ends, so it was just a piece of a book cover. And what I do is I just use it to make corners sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work because, oh, that'll work, I think. Yeah, I think we have enough room. Yeah, I try to gauge it so that there's enough room in the middle here so that it doesn't look weird. And then I just follow it, and then I can just flip it over and do the other side. But you can also do just clip off the corner and then flip that corner over and cut that out. Same concept. Okay, so you and you go over there. Here's our tag. And here's our number. I'm going to put it right in the middle now, since I made that so tall. And I'm going to ink it all. Every last bit of it is getting some ink. And this is for all of you who are number one. Number one in my book. What's your favorite number? Let's have some crafty chat. Let's talk about numbers. What's your favorite number and why? Don't say it's because it's my daughter's birthday. We don't need any security breaches. But, yeah, so mine, I like 369. I like 111. I feel like that's my angels talking to me when I see 111. If you believe in such things, I do. All right, so that's that. I feel like it needs something back here. What does it need? A strip of something. A strip of what? I don't know. Let's see what we have. I have, nope. Oh, what's this? What are you? You are attached to something. Can't use you. Nope. Okay, hold on. What about you? Nope, not dark enough. Oh, here, I have black. Like if I, oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, I do like that. But I need it a little thinner. This was not in my neutral scraps, by the way. It was in my list of colored scraps, so misplaced. All right, this is always weird. You know, you kind of got to let it fall and cross your fingers and hope it lands and doesn't move the paper while it's doing that. Okay, all right, so I think this would fit cool, like here. And then I'm kind of covering up all that kind of sadness, or sadness, what? All of that torn paper there, but that's okay. It's all right. So how big do we need this? I need it to there. I meant to say happiness. I don't know why I said sadness. Is somebody sad today? Am I picking up vibes? I hope not. Hope everyone's having a really good day. All right, let's glue you down. And this will just bring some more of that black in that we have in the numbers and in the flower. Right? Like so. That looks center, right? Like that. I like that. Maybe we need some of that black. A little more black around the edges. I'm telling you, I dip this thing in the ink like once every 2 weeks and it carries me through. That's because I don't use that much of it. Like so. Yep, love it. All right, we'll do that. And then I'll put a little hole in the top. And I won't put a ribbon on it yet because I might want to change that when I actually use it in something. So just go like that. And that is done. Need a little hole in the top. Just a standard hole punch. This is a really funky looking tag too. I made it really tall on the top. But I kind of like that. Okay, let's go around here. Yeah, I might sew around here. I don't know yet. I might just stitch straight across. So we have a tag and a pocket. Okay, we are only 15 minutes in. No, 20 minutes in. All right, who's counting? Who's counting? Who's keeping track? I'm not. I am. Okay. I'm a little off kilter today. Let's see what else. Let's use some colored scraps now. Something springy. I'm feeling spring. I have that. I have that. Oh, maybe I have blue instead. Ooh, I do. What do you? That's not going to fit on there. I like that. What else do we got here? I have some brown stuff. Oh, I like these together. What are we gonna make? What are we gonna make? What are we gonna make? All right, I guess we'll make a tag because this is square. Yeah, looks fairly square, even though those dots are sending me. All right, this is a really big piece though. What else could I make with it? Oh, I know what I could make. Okay, we are gonna make a specimen slide. I just need to get my square punch. Do I need to get my square punch? I might be able to do this without it. All right, let's see. I have a circle punch. We can make a specimen slide with a circle punch. So it'll be a circle specimen slide. How's that? Yes. And then this can be a label down on the bottom. You know what? I am going to get my square punch. Hold on. All right. I have this one, which is a little fancier. I think I'll go with the scalloped edge. And all I'm going to do is punch, you know, like a center square here in it to kind of make that specimen. I just want to line it up properly. All right, like so. Close enough. All right, so those are that. And it's a little longer on this side, so let's just take a hair off. Is it though? I don't know. You know what? It really doesn't matter. It's scraps. All right, I need a piece. All right, I need a piece as the inside. So I saved all this packaging so I could use it for this purpose, and it needs to be a little bigger than the hole so that I can glue it on. So we'll go about there. Use the fingernail tool to mark my space because it's just easier, but you go ahead and use whatever method you like to use. All right, and then we need to go this way. I can see the desk is starting to blister out with all my stuff. All right, so there, like that. And there's a little staple on the top, but nobody's gonna see that because it's gonna be glued down on the inside. All right, so sometimes I have to start my cutting in the middle of my material. My dog is going nuts. I wonder if you can hear that. Because it'll pull it along if I don't. So, all right, I will be back because my dog is going nuts. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so the utility company is sending tree guys around to trim the trees that are hanging over the lines, and she saw them, and yeah. So that's done now. But as I was saying, when I'm trimming a material, often like a plastic or something, I'll bring my trimmer down and start it in the center because it'll tend to catch, and then it creases or drags the edge. So just a little tip there. And now we have our piece for the interior here. Now we just have to find something to put in our slide. I have little tiny butterflies, but I don't happen to have one here on my desk, but that's okay. I can grab one quick. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want something that I can see on both sides. So What would that be? Let's see. I have these bird cage things that I'm making some folders and putting some of these in them. So maybe we can make a specimen slide of a bird cage because it's here and it's handy. Let's see if I have two of the same, because I want to see it the same on the front and the back, right? So I have these two, which are small enough and they fit like that. And I can see them from both sides. I think that'll work. Why not? It's quirky. A little quirky like me. All right, so we will use those and we'll just ink them up a bit. So, do that. And this side, we'll just age it a little. And we'll glue them together. I don't know, does it have to make sense? I mean, I could do a bird journal and this would be a cute little specimen slide, right? But I mean, what it also does is kind of demonstrates just something you can make, and you can put whatever you like in your, why did I put glue on both of these? I didn't need to do that. Okay, that was a very unnecessary use of glue on one side. Okay, so we have that, and that's going to go in here. And I'm just going to ink up these inner pieces a little. Put my glue cap back on. Okay. I have my messy sweatshirt on because I'm inking. And I don't want to wear anything nice when I'm dragging my arms across ink and glue, which I thought I might be doing. So, who dresses up in their craft room anyway? Because most of the time I'm in my pajamas and my slippers or my sweats or something. Okay, so that's that. And now you need to go in here, little guy, like that. And I'm going to glue you in place, like so. Oh, that's so cute. It is. And I get to use up another scrap. Yeah, and so saving the packaging from your craft supplies or stuff that comes in the mail, you know, this stuff is on everything. You know, plastic's gonna save the world. So just save them and then use them in your craft projects. I mean, it's flimsy thin, but it's not creased or anything. And for something like this, it's perfect. It's not gonna scratch too easily, and it will hold that in place. So I like it. All right, so that's that. And then we'll just put a little bit of glue in here. It doesn't have to be fancy. Put some around the sides. Because I'll probably also sew this one, but you don't have to sew on yours. And if you don't sew, you probably don't. Okay, so that's that. A little glue there, but that'll wipe off or scrape off. All right, so that's that. You cut that little bit that's hanging over the edge because they can't fold either, apparently. All right, and then we will ink around this. And you could you know, put some brads through that. Maybe what I'll do is we'll make some fake brads. Then they'll look like brads, but they're not. you know, to kind of make it seem like how you hold the specimen slides down. Here's what we're gonna do. And you could use like a gold marker or a silver marker. I think I have one. The marker collection. I have a bronze one. Perfect. So we'll take that and we'll take a piece of, no, I don't want that punch. Let's see which ones work better. We'll do 2 of these. Is it just me, or does everybody's phones start getting busy whenever they're trying to work on a project? All of a sudden, it's like the world wakes up. It's like, hey, well, I want to talk to you now. I didn't want to talk to you 5 minutes ago. All right, let's see which ones are better. Where'd you go? Oh, they're in here. All right, I'm going to probably get a handful of confetti now. Okay. That's all right. Let's pull out these. Nope, they're too small anyway. All right, you're going in the recycle bin there. Paper making. These I think will be the good size. So we just want to color them. And I think I'll do that after I glue them on. That might be the easiest way to handle this. So I'm just going to put these in the corners, kind of like little brads. The black actually doesn't look bad either, but who has black brads? Metal is usually not black. Maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe some metal's black. Mine's gonna be bronze. So, yeah, so even if you don't have brads, fake it. I also have, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. I also have this watercolor set that is metallic and it is gorgeous. But I don't have any water down here right now, so I didn't want to go hunting for water. All right, so there's those. They kind of are a little odd with all those other polka dots going on, but that's all right. We're going to make it work. They'll stand out more when I color them. All right, so and do this, leave a little black on the outside until I screw one up, and then I have to color it all in. All right, and like so. Yeah, that's kind of cool, I think. Now we need a little specimen slide label. Let's use this. Use a very small portion of this. Maybe we'll make another specimen slide with the rest. Not today, another day. I want to do a variety of stuff, so we'll go about there. Okay, and then, I mean, come on, it's whimsical, it's fun, it's just for fun. Where did I put my fingernail tool mark? Okay, there. Okay. So now we have that. And we will just ink that up a bit. Like so. And then we'll find a number that looks specimen slidey in nature. So that will go there. And let's see, something that looks like a specimen slide thing. Oh, that one kind of does. You know, they have a certain look to them. They look like a signature and a date, even though we're not doing that. Oh, this one's good. This one. I like this one better. Okay, done. So let's ink you up. Why not? We're inking everything else up. Told you there would be a lot of inking. All right, so this is our third piece. You think it's gonna go so fast, but it doesn't. One more aging. U to U, and then U to U. And then I'm not even gonna punch out a piece. I'm just gonna put 2 little dots in the corner. Or it's maybe 4 dots in the corner of this. Okay, so like that. And then that will go there. You know, the thing is, I'm mass making, and then I have a bunch of finished products from my scraps that I can just pull from when I'm just looking for a little something. And everything's sticking to me. All right, so we can just do dot. Like that. And there we go. Maybe on this side we can make a bigger piece and then it can be like a journaling space. What do you think? You think? Yeah, I agree. Okay, so for some reason there are brown fingerprints all over this piece. I don't know. I guess that's for me and my inky fingers. How big do we want it? Maybe about there. Like so. And then that edge has something on it, so we'll go about there. And I'm just using my trimmer to cut these. You can't see me on the screen there. Okay. Okay, that is just not working for me. I gotta move it this way. It's because I'm trying to do it in a weird angle. Okay. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes when you pull down from the top, with thicker paper, my blade probably needs to be changed. It tears the paper. So I put this into the middle of the paper and go up and down rather than start from the top down. I don't know. It just seems to work sometimes. So another little tip there. So I'm going to put that there, and then this side can be for journaling. And there's a pattern on this, so let's see if we can get some of that to come up. It's kind of like a linen. That's raised a little, so there's a texture there. I don't know how easily you can see that on the camera. There. Very aged. And then this can be for a little quote or to write a little note to self. And then this can just be clipped in a journal somewhere. And it's done. Best part. There. I don't know, I like it. What do you think? All right, so we have that. We have these two. Next. How about an embellished paperclip? Why not? We have little bits here, so we can use these that are here already. And this. So will that work? That'll work. Will it work? Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, so we're going to take this piece and fold it in half. And this might be too big, that's the problem. Okay, so we're not going to use that. We're going to cut it and use some of it like that. Let's do this. I'll do that. you the same. All right, stick with me. I'm getting there. And then I have like little bits of like stamps here, so those will work well. And I have a very small paper clip, though you could do this with any size. I'm going to use a small one since I'm working with a small piece. And so we'll have this on one side and we'll have this on the other side. So we'll need to cut this about there. Okay, and now I need a piece to hold my paper clip and to attach this to, which is going to be slightly smaller. So whatever piece I have, I want it to be just slightly smaller than the piece that I have on the outside. So I'll go about there and about there. I'll show you what I mean in a sec if it's not making sense. Okay, that one worked okay. All right, more scraps. It's never ending. All right, you guys. Okay, where'd you go? Here. So see how it's just slightly smaller? Because this is going to sit on the inside. And I'm going to fold it this way, so the flat side is the part I'm gluing. So this is going to fit in here, and our paper clip is going to go inside. I have some of these small paper clips. These are 1 inch. And we're just going to clip this. Oh, she says. So very tight paper clips. All right, give it a little leeway there. So we're going to clip that over the bottom piece in the center. You want it centered. Now if, yeah, no, you just want it centered. So in this case, we're going to center it like this. And then we're going to glue this piece over that. And we're going to make sure that we glue around the paper clip on both sides. And then when we glue this down, that paper clip will kind of be sealed in there. And then this is what we clip on our page. So we want to make sure that this whole piece is glued down to this piece really well, so that it's not getting caught on the edge. So we'll put a lot of glue down here on the edge. And we'll go around like this. You don't have to put glue on the paper clip necessarily, because it's kind of going to be enveloped in there. It's not really going to go anywhere once your papers are glued together. So now we will take this and put it inside this piece like so, and press this down and hold. Okay, and you just want to make sure you're not gluing these two outer pieces together in any way. So if some of your glue oozes out, you just want to make sure that's dry, and you want to make sure this is not sticking together. So I can take another piece of paper and kind of put it in between here just to make sure. And this also demonstrates how it works. It just kind of clips onto your page like so. Okay, and now we can decorate the outside. That's pretty much dry. And I have these little stamps that I have from Digital Collage Club, and I thought they would work. And kind of, we don't need them to be stamped, so I can cut them down just slightly so they fit. So now I'm using up my scraps and my ephemera, which is busting at the seams. I have some ephemera elements, whatever you want to call it. I know there's like this huge debate. I try not to get into semantics on this channel, but anyway, this can be used on the inside of that piece we cut out, like so. Hey, isn't that cute? And we'll just glue this all together after we grunge it up a bit. And then we'll have an embellished paper clip, and you can add, if you want, you can add some lace to this. We'll see how this looks. I have a little piece of paper lace here, but I don't think it's the right size, so. And then this one. I am loving my little inking station from Corey Dahman. It is, I don't know if you didn't see my shares video, it's this, and it holds my inks and my ink pad and my dauber. This one, she makes a couple of different ones with 3, 2, 1 hole, different sizes. And then I just glued, I had another magnet here, but it fell off. I just glued a magnet to hold my tweezers, and then the pins that I unclogged my glue bottle with on there. And then it's got like a bottom on it that's almost like a faux leather. And, oh, now that came off. Okay. And it stops it from sticking. So I can just kind of move my ink around. And that's that. Yeah, you know I was going over this one too. No paper left uninked. I was, I did some spring, I'll show you. It's so cute. I'm doing these spring journals. I'm putting together some packs for my shop. And it's going to come with the journal, and it's going to come with all the pieces to put inside. And it's already together. All the pages inside will be blank, and then it'll have, you know, the elements like tags and pockets and tucks and all sorts of stuff that you can fill this up with. So it's really great if you're a beginner, right? And then, you know how there's that intimidation of just getting started, and, you know, a lot of people get stuck there. So this will kind of give you all the pieces you need. You can just put them wherever you want. And then if you mess it up, well, I mean, you can cover it over. But really, if you're gluing down a pocket and gluing the tag, you know, a pocket or a tuck, and I mean, it makes it easy for a beginner to get started. So those will be in my shop soon. I'm doing a few more, and they'll be in pretty colors. But my point of that whole story, and my squirrel moment, is that I'm using more of my distress inks in bright colors. So I did a journal, my fairy journal for February, and I used a lot of purples in that one. So I'm getting to use more of my colored distress inks, which I'm happy about. And it just is letting me make use of my, because I most of the stuff I do is like this distress look, because that's what I like. But I'm finding that I also like using other stuff. And yeah. All right. So if I put this one to this, if I put these to the side and cut this so it's actually straight, I can put a word there. See? How cool is that? And now I just got to find a teeny tiny word or something to put there. A number. This would look cute there. Maybe that number grid. Let's see, will that fit? Hey, I'm just using up the scraps. Oh, that would fit good. Let me cut it off at October. I think that's what that is. NOOC. I don't know. I'm saying November, October, but that's in the wrong order, so maybe not. All right, and this is very flimsy piece of paper. So, yeah, I'm going to try to, there'll be like one edit in this when I had to go calm the dog down, but try to make it in one shot. The editing takes as long as the video, and then the uploading of the video takes as long as editing the video. So a hour-long video is 3 hours all told. It's just, it gets, I don't mind. I love doing it all. I really do. But it's just, if I can make it a little easier. And this one, we'll do the opposite side, and we'll find something to put on that side. Like this. That's cute. I do like that. What does this say? Return this return ticket. Return this return ticket. Well, that makes sense. It is a return ticket. So we could do that. I like that. Leaves a little space on the top. You can draw a little happy face. You could draw your own butterfly up in that little space. Let's see, even the tiniest scrap sometimes you can make use of. There, and then there's a little space where you can draw a happy face. All right, so our embellished, oh, did I did, look at me. All right, well, this is going to be a sideways embellished paper clip. So it can clip on your page like that, and it can hold stuff in place like that. And had you put your butterflies on the other way, you could put it over the top of your page, but that's okay. I mean, sideways is fine too. We all need stuff to hold on to there. And yeah, you could glue anything at the top here. So you could glue, I have a piece of paper lace, but that is too big, so I'm not going to use it. But you could glue a piece of lace and kind of press it down over that, and that would be like a little extra piece. All right, so that's done. Let's see, we're at an hour. All right, we didn't do, I'll do one more because I'm going to edit a tiny bit. And so let's do one of those flip down flappy things that you can write on and journal in. So I know I have some pieces of coffee dyed paper in here somewhere. Well, maybe I have, in this one, I might have a piece that might work better. That'll work. I'm going to use this. Actually, now that I see that. All right, I have two ideas. So this, let me just make sure this is the same size, mostly. Okay, so this is going to become one of those pieces that you flip out and write on. Right, so, and I'll refold it a little here. Like that. So it sits in the journal, and then you pull it down, and it you can write on it. And so how do I want to do it? This way. We need something to put on here. So let's put you back in the bin. Let's use this, because you're out and you're green and you go nicely with pink. And this is avocado dyed paper that I put in my journals, and these are the offcuts because I make mini journals a lot of times, and I have a lot of offcuts. So these are great for this. And so what you would do is glue this back down, and you can actually glue it down on 3 sides and make a pocket for behind it. but it sits in the journal, and then this flaps up, and then these roll out, and then you have some journaling space that you can kind of tuck into a small place in your journal. So that's that. And then let's put a little stamp on it so that when you open it, there's a fun little surprise inside. So that's going to be glued down. Let's put I monitor earthquakes. That was an earthquake on the northern ridge. 6.0. Lots of earthquakes these days. All right, so this is going to go here. A little butterfly stamp from my Your Creative Studio box for February, and I have a video on that if you're interested, on my unboxing. So you can go there like that. And then, so that's a little surprise for someone, you know, kind of writing on here. And let's see, maybe I have a tiny little word as a word prompt that we can add. My phone is nuts. It's like kind of nuts. Okay, create. How about, let's see, I have create like so, and we'll glue that in. And then we'll have a little fold out. And then what you can do, I'll show you in a sec. Let's put it a little catty corner like that. So you roll this up, right? And so the back is glued down as a pocket or all the way down. And then you can take a little circle and put that on your journal, and then it can just hold it down when it's not in use. So this would stay glued down in your journal. Well, actually that wouldn't work as well, would it, in this case? So maybe you could do it to the side, and then you can pull everything kind of out of it to write. You could also just paper clip it, and that'll hold it in place too. So sometimes I have to think a little harder. All right, so maybe we need something here. A little label. Let's see, I had a butterfly in there. It doesn't really matter. I don't have my other one out here. All right, just pick something. Just pick something! Oh, I have this. Do that. I don't know if I like the red. It's kind of clashing. I have this itty bitty bitty one. Okay, let's use this itty bitty. Where else am I going to use it? Okay, just cut it out. Take me a second. Fascinating to watch, I know. I don't know. I watch this. You know, sometimes I can't fall asleep at night and I'm just watching videos, and I'm not really crafting along, but I'm getting ideas, and it's just nice to have some company sometimes when I'm up at 3 in the morning because I can't sleep. Okay. And now you can go there off to the side. And then we have just a little something to add to it. I love labels. They're good like that. Let's see, you go there like that. Sure. Ta-da! All right, so that took us a whole minute. Let's do one more because I had that extra paper and I had an idea. So this we can turn into a notebook, a little notebook. So, is this 11? Yeah, so let's cut it. Actually, we don't need to cut it. We can rip it, which is better. So we'll go about 3 1/4. And 3 1/4. And it's okay if it's a little crooked. That's kind of nice. I like the way that looks sometimes when it's a little wonky. 3 1/4. Like so. And then we'll have some little pieces left over. That's okay, because we'll use them in other things. Of course we will. And when I'm when I have downtime or after I finish a project, this is what I'm doing. I am just taking my scraps and turning them into something useful. So it's a good way. I have this red piece. I don't know where I'd use red like this. Let's see, does this actually go? Yeah, why not? You know, turning them into something useful, because we all have them and we've got to get rid of them. And I'm, you know, aside from putting them in my my paper making bin, it's a way to use them up and get them off the desk. And you already have them out anyway. Why are you failing me? Okay. You already have them out anyway, right? Already. So might as well try to make something out of them. Fold you over a little. Like so. That's too far. Like so. And then we'll put you in there. Like that, and glue it down. Even that's a little too far. Let me just fold this in a little. Just too big a lip. And you'll see why that matters in a second. All right, like so. And it doesn't take long. I mean, I don't think I ever want to leave my craft room, right? But, you know, if you only have a little bit of time, just grab out your scraps and, I don't know, just think. Critical thinking, get some imagination going. You're going to go there. So, let's see, about there. And then you have some stuff ready if you make journals, or you can make some stuff to send out to your pen pals if you do Happy Mail, or just to experiment and show off. It's always fun to just do the whole, look what I made. I tell my daughter, she's, because I'm always making stuff, and I'm like, what do you think of this? Look at this, isn't this cool? And it's like when you come home as a little kid and you made this great painting in kindergarten. And you just want to show it to somebody. Like, Mom, look what I made. So she's become the mom of my craft world. And I'm the kindergartner who's, you know, showing off what I made today in class. How funny is that, right? All right, so we're just going to put some glue in there. And we're going to glue this down. And that's why I wanted this shorter, because I can actually tear these pages off if I wanted to. If it's too long, though, I'm just wasting more paper. So there's that. And then we can, well, you're right there. I'm just going to put you there. It's already got like a scalloped edge. Why not? Hey, I guess I should do the top too. I'm going to put that on. I don't know if these colors go together. They seem to work. They'll probably work in a woodland journal of some type. So that's that. And then we can stamp it, the first page, and maybe, do I want to round those corners? Let's see what it looks like. Why not? I'm not going to round the paper, but I will round those. Oh, isn't that cute? And this could go over a page, and it could tuck into a pocket. And do I want to stamp it? I'm going to use the butterfly stamp again because it's handy. Well, it was handy. Maybe it's not so handy now, but I'll use brown ink this time instead of black. Ta-da! Well, I think it looks more black than brown, but that's all right. And let me stamp you off. Perfect. Good. All right. Look at us. All right. We cool. So we have a little notepad. We have this fold out with some little decor. And we have the paper clip. We have a pocket. We have a tag. And we have a specimen slide, all in about an hour. So thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my little make session here. Quick little video for you, but I think I'll do this every so often because why not? It's content. It's fun to watch. There's really no thinking about it other than your imagination, and you can kind of just grab a cup of coffee and watch. That's what I do. In the morning, I grab a cup of coffee, I watch other makers' videos, and get some ideas going. So thanks for joining me in the studio today, and I will see you all hopefully in the next video. Bye!